Okay. Keeping my fingers crossed that this works. All right. So sorry, you guys, about the last reading that went black again. I'm praying to God that this can work. So make sure that you are aware of the disclaimer in the description box. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. I'm reminding the people watching about my personal human rights. Attempting to persecute me in any form or fashion for what I channel from God and the Holy Spirit is a violation against this contract and the First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech. Any attempt to silence me will be followed up with by the Most High God. Treat others how you want to be treated. I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission here and work here on earth. I am eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers. And thank you for creating miracles and healing the sick. In your holy name, Lord my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Amen. All right. We're going to see what comes out. I'm seeing go to a hot spring, take a spiritual bath, soak that ass. So somebody has been dabbling in black magic. I'm getting somebody needs to take a respite from gang members. I'm also getting 33-degree Mason. Negative influence, possessive. This is about money and wealth. This person that tried to sacrifice you, because that's the energy that I'm picking up, they could like the color purple, blue, pink, or green. They were trying to plan some type of accident to occur. So this is showing me that Psalm 35 is for slander and betrayal. Psalm 13. So all these Psalm ones pulled out. So it must be that we need to read these Psalms on this Mason person. So we're going to start with Psalm number 7. So it says, Lord, my God, I take refuge in you. Vindicate me according to my righteousness. Arise, Lord, in your anger. Rise up against the rage of my enemies. Awaken, my God, and decree justice. My shield is God, the Most High. Whoever is pregnant with you conceive with evil. Sorry, whoever's pregnant with evil will conceive trouble and gives birth to disillusionment. Whoever digs a hole, scoops it out and falls into the pit that they made. So that's Psalm number 7. Then we have Psalm 88. Lord, you are the God who saves me day and night. I cry out to you. May my prayer come before you to turn your ear to my cry. I am overwhelmed with troubles and my life draws near to death. I am counted among those who go down in the pit. I am like one without strength. I am set apart from the dead like the slain who lie in their grave, whom you remember no more, who are cut off from your care. Okay, so somebody was trying to cut you off from the care of God. Then we have Psalm 13. Says, how long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? This is one that goes against a specific demon also. There's a book, it's called like the Shem HaMeh Paresh or something like that. And it has to do with the Ars Goetias and then all of the Psalms that cancel out the Ars Goetia demonic powers. Okay, anyways, it's a book written by Solomon. So it says, how long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts day after day, which leaves sorrow in my heart? How long will the enemy triumph over me? Look on me and answer me, Lord my God. Give light to my eyes, or I will sleep in death, and my enemy will say, I have overcome him or her, and my foes will rejoice when I fall. But I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoiceth in salvation. Then we have Psalm 66. Shout for joy to God, all the earth. Sing the glory of his name. Make his praise glorious. Say to God, how awesome are your deeds. So great is your power that the enemies cringe before you. They sing praise to you. They sing praise to your name. Then we have Psalm 35. It says, plead my cause, O Lord, with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me. Let them be as chaff before the wind, and let the angel of the Lord chase them. Let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of the Lord chase them. False witnesses did rise up. They laid charge to things I knew not. They rewarded me evil for good, to the spoiling of my soul. And then it keeps going on, because that's a really long one. It can't just fit on one card, but that's the gist of it. Then we have Psalm 91 for protection. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust. So these people could have attacked you because you're attractive. I've got attractiveness, beauty, hitman, and assassin. So yeah, you need to cleanse and clear your space of this person and purify your energy because of the ritual that they did. It was extremely low vibrational, trying to trap you. They did something to try to align the stars, non-astrological compatibility, to try to align the stars in their favor. Okay. So we're going to get some tarot now on that. So yeah, they tried to align the stars in their favor. And this 33-degree Mason is bullying somebody online, is what I'm picking up on. They were trying to sacrifice somebody for money and wealth. Again, this person could live in the city. They were trying to sacrifice a divine feminine. They wanted to do some type of total ultimate betrayal, emotional betrayal. They're very pissed off that this is getting out. They're very pissed off that this is getting out. Attempted offer at a high price or bribe. Yeah, they don't want this to get out. They were trying to frame you. Framed. Okay. Yeah, they were trying to use the elements to frame you. And trying to treat you like an outcast. This person wants you dead. Probably because they want you in bed, most likely. Classic freak situation. Things are not as they appear. There's a lot of illusions in this situation. These people are absolutely ruthless. They're experiencing a near-death experience right now. And also, these 33-degree Masons have triggered the Men in Black and the Galactic Federation of Light to get involved in this situation. When you do that you really fucked up somehow. Because those beings won't, like, they won't come, they're not human. They won't come out of the woodworks for just anything. Like, so again, these people could need to go, like, they have something attached to them. And it's, like, got a really long tail. That, what did I say? The hangman, yo. Somebody literally was trying to sacrifice you. Like, that's the overall energy. But again, it was a no. Like, the universe was like, no. Okay. These people, I'm going to tell you why you're going to win. Not just why, but how. These people hate themselves. They hate themselves. They're constantly battling within. Okay. Why? Because they're greedy, selfish, disgusting ass people. But they're not just disgusting on the outside, they're disgusting on the inside. That's more of what I'm talking about. Because again, some people could have like the most hideous body, but they're still attractive because of the soul that they are, that you don't even like look at the body in that type of way. But then there's some people that are just truly hideous on the inside and hideous on the outside. Somebody wanted to cause you to miscarry a spiritual baby. Okay. And so, yes, you can be a man or a woman and have a tantric experience with yourself, aka sexual experience with yourself, and create another soul. It doesn't happen very often because it's a divine feminine type thing. But we get, again, we all have divine feminine, divine masculine. There could be a Scorpio associated with the occult, and there is definitely a UFO that's associated with this situation. So the Hangman is the card of sacrifice. It's the card of contradictions. This guy's pretty much being crucified. So these people were trying to sacrifice you, but I feel like they were really doing this in the sleep state. There may be a Taurus involved, or you could be the Taurus energy, because Taurus energy is like not ever giving up. And I feel that you're not going to ever give up. And then I feel like they are not going to give up until they are stopped. Psychic spies and remote viewing. Like, and this is the thing that I don't understand, is that you don't do anything that's like, and I'm not being rude, but you don't do anything that is interesting enough, like out of the ordinary enough for somebody to be remote viewing you and psychically spying on you. Like, you're not behind closed doors doing spells, whatever, incantations, you know, making pentagrams on a salt. I don't know what the fuck witches do, but you're not doing anything that like would warrant this sacrifice energy. But there is something, maybe you pray, maybe that's what it is, because there is something about salvation and a completed, fulfilled prophecy that has to do with why these people are spying on you. They want to know if you've completed something yet. But I mean, these beings are pretty much on a different timeline. God's not going to allow them to come to this timeline, because you already passed the test of these people. They were trying to make you homeless. They were putting you through initiations that they would never survive if they were put through that initiation. So now they're being put through the initiation, because why would it? I don't know why people try to initiate other people without them knowing, but that's a low vibing thing to do. And then like, it's like, not like these people just did like one thing. They did a bunch of things. You know what I mean? The Fool, they thought that you were stupid. They literally thought that you were an idiot and that this would be the easiest thing to do, to sacrifice you, because they see you on your path and you are a free spirit, but you're not stupid. You're not a stupid spirit. You're not like, you listen to your gut feeling. I do get that. Yeah, excuse me. You listen to your gut feeling. So when you get a bad vibe about somebody, you stay away from them. But what happens when you start to get bad vibes about people that you've had in your life for a long time? I feel like this 33-degree Mason could be somebody attached to your family, like a family-in-law person, or it could be, I don't want to say like a stepchild, but it could be like, you know, how families attached together. So it's not somebody that you're biologically related to. Maybe it could be like let's say your dad had a stepdad and had a half brother, that type of energy. Okay. And this isn't somebody that has verbalized to you or spoken to you about them being a 33-degree Mason. Okay. Like, you don't even know that this has to do with your family, to be quite honest. Somebody wanted to barter and trade you for some type of spiritual clout. That sounds really weird. So basically, this is like the classic story of, you don't know who you are, but somebody else tries to do divination and finds out a little bit of information from something, probably from a demon, most likely what they're talking to. And then they go to use that information literally right against you, not knowing that you're like Krishna in his crib, playing with the baby rattle, but every time that Krishna plays with the baby rattle, the demons around him die. Like, that's the type of energy that I'm getting. That's very, very powerful energy, and like innocently powerful, where you don't know your own strength, especially spiritually. I mean, it could be literally one prayer that you say that wipes these people on their ass to the point where they cannot get up and get better from it. So if you're experiencing any type of loss, okay, or sickness, that is a spiritual thing. And I can't tell you, and I'm not a doctor, but I will say that if you are experiencing any type of sickness, whether it's mental, physical, or emotional, I do feel like you should go to a doctor, okay? Somebody, like if you're getting nauseous every day and having stomach cramps every day, I would say that you should probably go to a doctor. Again, I can't tell you what to do, But I just want whoever watches to come across this information to make sure you're taking care of your physical body, because it's because you love yourself that you're going to survive this situation. Okay. And it's the favor over your life. But it is like, if you weren't willing to cooperate with your highest self, AKA God, you wouldn't be able to survive this situation. Because again, these people, they know what they're doing when they do these rituals. And for the most part, they've gotten away with doing this to a lot of people, putting them in some type of accident and sacrificing their life force energy, and so that they can, and if you think about it, putting somebody into a coma would be an easy way to trap them so that you could siphon their energy and then use it. But what they're finding out now is the energy that they've been stealing from you through whatever type of psychological abuse this is, whatever the energy is that they've been stealing from you, it's very temporary and it's actually making them sick. So like death, it's making them sick where they were trying to make you sick. So this is the year of karma, but and completions. The star, I gotta cover her body up. Okay, there's the star. So the star talks about somebody's spiritual journey, but it also talks about fame, recognition, star quality. Okay. It's the card of inspiration, insight, and hope. Dreams for the future will come true. So if you have some type of dream to become famous or to become a celebrity, I do see and this is the thing that these Masons are upset about. You don't have to make any deals with Baphomet or the devil or whatever, right? Like they do. You don't have to do and you didn't. And so they look at you being in this star energy, whether you're famous or not right now, they look at that as some type of a serious threat. Like, because everybody else that's in that star energy, the only reason they have their stars is because they've done deals with the devil. Okay. So, but the star does talk about having the gift of prophecy as well. Somebody will contact with somebody will dramatically change your life. So you may be coming into alignment with somebody that is a star. Okay. Strong love between two people, entering a period of serenity and satisfaction. Enjoy this calm period. Emotional needs are fulfilled. Share your good fortune. So when you come into good fortune, share it, but don't share it with these people. Share it with your family, your real family. Okay. Like your children, your spouse, that type of stuff. Because whoever this extended family is, who's been watching your energy rise, and then it triggers them, you don't want to share anything with this person, because all they've wanted to do is be a negative influence on your life. They didn't want you to ever come to the light or ever step into this star power. Okay, so you could be a gifted speaker. You could be somebody that has artistic talent. You could be somebody that has acting talent. You could be somebody who's very creative. Five of Wands. So over this, this Five of Wands is the energy that's created this hangman energy, triggered this Five of Wands. See how all these people are fighting over something? These people are insane. Why are they insane? Because they're fighting over some shit that doesn't belong to them. This is like somebody going to divorce court in advance while they're still married to somebody and fighting over the goods that they're going to get. Again, these people saw you as some type of sacrificial lamb. And maybe because they think, well, I'm elderly in the family, or I gave birth to this person, or I raised this person. I don't give a fuck what people say. They should be proud of having you as a legacy instead of looking at you as some type of spiritual meal ticket. They should be proud that they have a child or somebody in their family to leave this legacy to, all that they build up their whole life. Not looking at a child like, oh, they're a sacrificial lamb, and because I created them, then I own them. No, you fuck don't. Absolutely do not own another human being. Even if you paid money on the dark web or on the regular web or whatever, however it's done to own a human being, you still do not own a human being. Okay, that belongs to God. You can't take what belongs to God, and people are going to start learning that really quickly. So the Five of Wands is basically because you have your star power, somebody trying to cause problems for you. They think why would somebody do this? Because they think that you're an idiot. They think that you're not going to do anything or say anything about them putting 5 wands on you. So it says, caution, you may have to resort to underhanded methods to get a project pushed through. Competition, greed, and lust for power. Obstacles, secret opposition to your plans, or rival challenges your authority. Okay, there's no easy way to do this, but arguments will be a part of every day of frustrating, difficult time ahead. This is somebody that's trying to create problems for you. It says hassles, bad luck, and nuisances. But I'm not really feeling like this is going to be a successful energy because you're on your path. And if you weren't on your path, they wouldn't have tried to sacrifice you. If you were still asleep in the matrix, they would not try to sacrifice you. Okay. So that it's clearly due to the fact that you've awakened from this fool, from the state. And the fool is not a bad card. The fool's actually got a great personality. And it's like the divine protection of the fool being standing right on that precipice, like about to walk off that cliff. But that divine protection is there. And the fool never does. You never see like a card where the fool's fallen off the cliff. Again, this is like safety to me. And when you're in your innocence, you are more safe. Okay, so basically people want to sacrifice you for your stars, but that's not possible. Like, even if they unalived you, they wouldn't get all the stuff that's coming to you. The blessings that are for you. And God's not going to give your blessing to somebody else that can't maintain it. Okay. Everybody has their own blessings. And if everybody would just stay in their own lane, you know, but we got the devil again being a problem in people's lives. The Empress. So somebody watched you go from the Fool to the Empress. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Somebody's watched you go through a transformation because the Empress is a great card. Creativity, personal growth, and self-development. Success brings freedom, material comfort, security, and protection. Wealth may separate you from your sense of roots and sense of self, which just shows me in this star card that you are coming into some amount of great wealth. Like you could have a great aunt or somebody that you don't know in your family that's going to leave you something. That's another thing I was picking up on was somebody was trying to like update a will and they got caught up. Yeah, supernatural setup. Because you are connected to the all that is and all that ever will be. These peoples are getting exposed for their vices and for being drama starters and for their naughty communications with one another. Planning and plotting somebody else's downfall is a naughty communication. The Ace of Wands. This is a helping hand from the universe. The Ace of Wands says anything is possible. It's a good time to begin a new project. Personal power and intellect will be at a high point. Tap into your creativity, high energy and enthusiasm. Good time to start a family. Fertility is assured. Yeah, fertility was one of the cards. I think it was one of the cards. It was on one of those. Warm, wonderful family life. So that's double confirmation. So the Empress is a loving relationship between mother and child. But whoever this person is that tried to sacrifice you, their energy hasn't even come out yet. But I see why they tried to sacrifice you, because they watched you go from the Hangman to the Fool to the Star to the Five of Wands to the Empress to the Ace of Wands, which means that God's protecting you from something major. Can we get some more information on what they're being protected from? Seven of Wands, having to be on the defensive. See how he's like having to fight those other wands? So basically, they've wanted to put you in the defensive. So it says you're on the defensive. You have the advantage and it eventually will win. Be strong and aggressive. Expect criticism and challenges to your authority. So you must be doing something right, because if you weren't, nobody would challenge your authority. Let me just tell you, if you were sitting in a throne that held no power whatsoever, literally nobody would mess with you. If you were this is like, I don't mean to make fun of people, but if you were like a false prophet, nobody would have tried to sacrifice you. It's because you have the Christ consciousness within you to the vibration that you do. Okay. These people wanted to lower your root chakra energy to try to put a root in you to change your fate, because they saw your fate. They saw the star energy and they saw this empress energy. So they saw what was going to happen, that you were going to have a lovely life, and they didn't want that. So yeah, this talks about that when you have to stand up for yourself, you know, it's never too aggressive, because you had somebody trying to literally sacrifice you. Okay. So you putting up wands, putting up boundaries, putting up energy, however you do that, whether you use a candle, a prayer, the Bible, whatever you do, whatever your method of cleansing, like the first thing that came out was go to a hot springs, take a spiritual bath, soak that ass. So again, there could be some type of energy attached to you that you just need to get rid of. And doing a return to sender will get rid of that energy. I feel like somebody's been trying to send some type of pestilence towards you, hoping that this like pestilence would take you out. And it seems like that's what's going to happen to them. Literally, this person in the casket, I was not joking, says a personal battle ends, truce and break in the fighting, anxious feelings diminish. Yeah, you let your guard down, peace and quiet follow stress. You are alone with your thoughts, stockpile resources, and mentally prepare for the next battle. This is just one battle in a long war. Honestly, God, are these people going to continue to fight against whoever's in my collective? Well, judgment. That would probably be a yes, that they're still going to attempt, because this is God calling judgment. So this is in the current moment, where whenever we see judgment, that's usually a right now thing. So sometimes it can be in the past, but I'll always tell you if it is in the past. This is a judgment that's happening right now. So this is like a tower that whoever did this is having to go through. It says arguments, legal and contractual issues are resolved in your favor. If you've wronged someone, seek reconciliation and forgiveness. Forgive those who have hurt you and move on with your life. Find a new career. If you have been in a low period, this signifies a turnaround. Okay. Wow. Judgment and then death. I was not joking. The Four of Swords, judgment, and the death. So the death could be a real death of somebody, or it could be a personal rebirth. You're like just a phoenix that's continuously going through a rebirth. So I honestly feel like that both of those apply. Renewal, personal growth through honest self-examination, end of an era, put the past behind you. So this judgment that's being called is going to put to death an era that has been harassing you. Like it's like an era is like a time frame. So it says fear of the unknown, which death is fear of the unknown, basically, and unknown of change and being out of control. Focus on the essentials. So yeah, don't be afraid of being out of control. I feel like you have control. Okay. Give the control to God. Yeah. Page of Cups. Beware of this energy. This is somebody that wants to bring this death to you. Like I was getting that somebody, why they're trying to sacrifice you is because they want to have you judged, right? But it's actually causing them to be judged, because when you call judgment on somebody's life and they're in the Fool energy, it's going to backfire. And that's what I'm seeing here. And so there could be a Page of Cups energy that wants to come in with a really fishy offer. This person's extremely brutally honest, works in a creative artistic field. They're a manipulator. This man's like a little weakling to me. He's not man enough. This Page of Cups. It's a Page of Cups energy. So they're not man enough. Like, no. Bring a real man and then we'll talk business, okay? But don't bring this little boy that's a little boy in his brain. Ain't nobody got time for shit like that, okay? Somebody with a fit codfish in their cup. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, there's no reason for this person to enter your life. So that's why God's like, I don't think so. But just beware that they will try to send somebody in. Then if they, so yeah, to the divine feminine, they're going to send in this Page of Cups energy. And then when that fails, they're going to send in the King of Wands energy. And when that fails, then who are they going to send in? Well, then they're going to be looking for a new creative outlet after because they didn't think past. See, they think that you're going to accept some type of whack love offer because the King of Wands is like, well, I think that this is a hitman. I think that both of these people are hitmen, to be quite honest. But yeah, they're supposed to, the King of Wands is supposed to be somebody who's really commanding and leadership, attractive. He may have some of those aspects, but he's like a murderer. He's like an unaliver of other people. And that's karma that you don't ever want attached to you. So the Two of Wands indicates growth or personal power and courage. You will command the respect and attention of others. Embark on a new adventure. Act decisively. Research carefully before making decisions. New creative ideas are needed for success. Commit all of your energy to your projects. Okay, so I feel, whoa. Then we've got the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords talks about a bottoming out. Trouble is on the way. Thinking like a victim or a martyr will keep you in a downward spiral. I feel like this is more for the other person that hasn't even come out. Well, they came out in the person that's behind this hasn't come out yet, but these two people are attached to that person, the Page of Cups and King of Wands. So it says, your home life may be disrupted. Any area of your life is open to conflict. No matter how powerful and safe you are, trouble will find you. That's because they did something in the spirit that was bad. Two of Swords. Yeah. So what their action was is putting them in the Two of Swords, which is it's a heart wall energy. It says no major changes and few events. Your heart is closed off to avoid the possibility of pain. Emotional barriers protect you from love. You're basically in denial. Inability to accept the reality of your problems keeps the situation from changing. Take action to compromise and resolve events. So what is the action that they need to take? Well, it has something to do with this emotional upheaval energy. The Five of Cups in the reverse. Emotional upheaval. Life seems unbearable. Separation from the one that you love. External events are stressful. And out of your control. Disappointment and heartache will pass in time. Conflicting emotions will